It's week 3 of the Deloitte League of Rock. We're now focusing on the first live performance, which is going to happen in week 5. The ultimate goal of this program is to have 6 bands play 5 tunes like they own the room. To make this goal manageable and to have a bit of an arc, what we're going to do is have the bands play 3 tunes in this first workshop that's going to happen in 2 weeks. This is where the bands are going to play for each other and sort of get their stage legs under them, and we're going to have some coaches that are going to offer them feedback on their stagecraft, on how they dress, how they look, how they sound, that sort of thing.
I'm practicing my image.
No,
this
is this is exactly what you want to do.
Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name. Shot through the heart, and you're to blame. You give love a bad name.
I haven't played a live show in 11 years, so this is just wild to get a chance to do this again.
Hi there, my name's Emily O'Sullivan. I'm a lead singer for the songs and backup singer for one of the songs and lead tambourine girl. It's going really, really good. I actually missed the last week, so this is my week 2. And it's a little interesting because some of our band members have been missing at various weeks, but we're pulling it together, getting our song list down pat and having lots of fun.
Tonight for coaches, we have 2 amazing musicians. The first is Michael Zweig, guitar player, singer, great for vocals, great for band arrangements.
I am Michael Zweig. I'm a guitar player. I've been coaching with League of Rock for about 3 years. I played with Burton Cummings, I played with Tom Cochran, wrote songs and made records.
He can transpose songs forwards and backwards into any key, so that was pretty amazing.
A great secret for singing, you guys, is pretend you're singing to 10,000 people, always, even if you're in a rehearsal space.
The second coach we have is a guy named Steve Coven, who is an amazing jazz keyboard player and always talks to the bands really straight, which I think is a very cool thing.
It's not a hard song.
I teach at York University. I teach contemporary improvisation and jazz music. And also I run a band called the Steve Coven Trio, and we've been in existence for almost 20 years and toured the world and have released 8 CDs to date. I basically talk a lot about working together as an ensemble and part playing, role playing, and I just get them to listen to each other and not to play so much, because less is more, and to feel good about themselves because it's all fun.
You got to gauge what level they're at. I mean, some people, you need to tell them that the key is that they need to stay in tune. I find a lot of times you got to tell people to look at each other. You got to tell people that the drummer is, generally speaking, the master or mistress of the band, and that they should be running things.
I want to call attention to this growing epidemic of managers joining bands. When they started out, they said they're just going to, do number crunching, rally and support, but this guy's already got a microphone, he's been singing. We've got the girl who showed up in the fancy dress. We've got people who are now playing guitars. I don't know, managers are seeming a little bit dangerous.
Today's coach was very useful to us, I think. That's kind of like herding cats to a certain extent, but I think he really showed us some things that we needed to understand about playing together.
He gave us a lot of good advice, particularly around stage presence and practicing as if you were in front of an audience, even when you're just practicing in a room. So.
You make my heart sing. You make everything groovy.
At week 3, they should be getting their tunes together and working towards the arrangements. So right now, some of them might be in for a bit of a heads up, because we want to make sure that everyone is going to sound great.
Come on, tight.
we've got, I think, a good set ready. We've got about 3 or 4 songs that are good, maybe 1 or 2 more that we're working on. So I think we're going to be a pretty solid act.
I think we're making good progress. We got some good song selection in order, but our final selection hasn't been decided.
We've got a great lineup. We've got some good outfits, great band. Pretty excited.
But you are the leader. You're the Mick Jagger, brother. You have to be energy.
So far, I think there's some potential for some really cool bands. Some bands already sound great. Some bands are wading through the challenges of people from very disparate styles of music, but that could be a real strength. Once they harness that and they understand who's the spice, who's the meat, who's the sugar, all those sort of things, you can have something really great. So the potential is still there, which is exciting.